Hi everyone, this is Vivek here. Welcome to Weekly Review. So as usual, we'll start with gold. If you look at gold, nothing much has happened. Yeah, what it has done is, it has maintained the support and it has again moved back to the resistance zone. So this is the trend line resistance, and uh, uh, definitely it has moved a bit higher as far as this congestion is concerned. But the trend line resistance is still intact. So nothing much for the entire month. We are at the end of the month, and if you look at it in totality, nothing much has happened as far as the movement in the gold is concerned. So again, it is at a strong resistance right now, and as I've always maintained, the probability that it'll uh, move down is more than it breaking up. So we'll look at it next week as to what shape gold takes. But definitely, this is the action has to be below this and above this zone. So we'll have to take action therein. Okay, this is a territory where you don't have to trade. Okay, so next now we'll look at S&P 500. Now, since we are at the end of the month, now look at the type of candle that has formed. This is definitely a doji that has formed, and in my last video I spoke about this zone of 3027, which is very important, and a monthly close, below this zone will definitely push the index to this zone here, which is 2793. So the big void here, and next week we should see some action now, because on the monthly chart the candle formation is now showing negativity. As anyway, there wasn't much room on the upside, and now we're seeing a negative candle developing for the month, and a close below 3027 for the month will set the ball rolling onto the downside. So this is S&P for you. We look at the mid cap index, the Russell 2000 now. Uh, See, same here again. On the monthly chart, look at this. It has again formed a doji here. It is at support at 1378 here. We can look at the weekly chart. I think I showed you the weekly chart last time. Yes. So see here, this is what we spoke about, that this is a very, very negative formation, which is called a railway track. And, break of this zone here would bring the index much, much lower. Uh, the selling would get intense below this zone. Okay? But the index played between this zone for the entire week, and again, the week before. So uh, again, nothing much has happened in the last 2 weeks as far as Russell is also concerned. But as I showed you on the monthly chart as well, uh, the formation is that of a doji, and so you have all the negative factors coming in now, and just a matter of time, where important supports, once they're broken, the ball will start rolling onto the downside. Okay, so this is Russell 2000 for you, and next we'll look at DAX. So same here, DAX. This railway track here, it broke this zone and then regained, but the formation again, last week it formed a doji candle here, and again this zone is most important as far as DAX is concerned. That 11 890 odd zone, a break of this zone, will there's a huge void here. There's negative candle formation already in the picture. So this zone, if it can be broken this week, we'll definitely see big selling coming in. So this is DAX for you. Now we'll look at our markets. We'll start with Nifty first. Now, if you look at here, this is the zone that we spoke about, the 10, 340 odd levels. The market has done, it closed above for a few days above that zone. And what it has formed again is right a doji kind of a candle right on the weekly charts. So this zone is again very crucial here, that 10,337, and uh, if that zone cannot be maintained, then the fall will start. The pressure will start coming onto the downside, and so the support is around these 10,080 odd levels, and then back here. So this is what is most likely. On the upside, there's room till here, which is the pivot at 10,750. But looking at the conditions where of the international markets, it's very unlikely that the market would move on and go all the way up till say 10,750. The probability of it moving down is much more than of it moving to 10,750. But if it can maintain above 10 350 340 odd levels, then definitely there's some room on the index. uh, okay, so that is as far as Nifty is concerned. Now if you look at Bank Nifty, uh, Bank Nifty broke this zone here. This was crucial zone here, and it gave a breakout at of the 22,200 odd levels, and then it just reversed. Now a fail this is called a failure, and the failure is always very negative, and therefore I don't expect Bank Nifty to cross this zone now. So therefore the crucial level on the downside is 21,070 for Bank Nifty, and a break of that will set the ball rolling, onto the downside. And so that is that. Overall, if you look at it, nothing has happened for the month. Not much. If you look at the monthly chart as well, yeah, again the same. It has been playing in this zone for last 1 to 3 months now, and the it has been finding very difficult. That zone of 22 or 1,000 has become like a fort there for Bank Nifty, which it has been unable to cross. Now, looking at the weakness which is now setting in the international markets, the probability that these zones will be broken and Bank Nifty would break free looks unlikely, uh, and the probability of it moving on to the downside is more. So, keep a watch of those crucial levels, and have a great weekend. Uh, have a great week ahead, and that is that from me. Thank you so much.